At first, it sounded like just another celebrity holiday party. A Christmas gathering in Nashville. Good food, big names, festive vibes. But within hours, fans realized this night was different. Because when Blake Shelton and Miranda Lambert hosted a Christmas party together, the internet didn't just react. It spiraled. People weren't just talking about the decorations or the guest list. They were dissecting body language, replaying short clips, reading meaning into moments that lasted seconds, and asking one question over and over again. Why did this night feel bigger than a party? Because for two artists whose past still lingers in lyrics, interviews, and fan theories, this wasn't just a holiday celebration. It felt like a door cracking open. And what happened inside that room only added fuel to the speculation. But that was just the beginning. Blake Shelton and Miranda Lambert are more than country stars. Together, they were once country music royalty. Their relationship, marriage, and eventual split became part of the genre's modern mythology. Even years later, fans still analyze their songs, searching for hidden messages or unresolved feelings. So when word spread that they were hosting a Christmas party together, reactions weren't neutral. They were emotional. For many fans, it felt unexpected. For others, it felt symbolic. Not because anyone confirmed anything, but because the idea alone reopened old conversations. Online, people began asking whether this meant closure, growth, or simply professionalism. Some said it showed maturity. Others wondered if there was more beneath the surface. And the fact that neither Blake nor Miranda made a big announcement about it only made the curiosity louder. This wasn't about romance. It was about history. And history has a way of pulling people back in. And once the guest list started circulating, that curiosity turned into full-blown fascination. What began as a low-key holiday gathering reportedly grew fast. Friends invited friends. Artists brought collaborators. Suddenly, the room was filled with award-winning singers, legendary songwriters, and familiar faces from both Nashville and beyond. Fans were stunned by how many heavy hitters showed up. Not just country artists, but rumored crossover stars and entertainment insiders. Social media posts hinted that a few guests weren't even expected to be there, which only made the night feel more exclusive. Photos and short clips showed tight circles of conversation, spontaneous laughter, and musicians blending personal and professional worlds without pretense. It felt less like a red carpet event and more like a private moment fans weren't supposed to see. That intimacy mattered. Because when celebrities relax, people notice what's different. Who stands near whom? Who laughs together? Who avoids the camera? And then came the moment that everyone would replay. According to attendees and online chatter, one of the most talked about moments of the night involved music. Not a planned performance. Not a polished stage act. But a spontaneous holiday moment that caught everyone off guard. Reports claim Blake Shelton sat down and began playing a familiar Christmas tune. Then Miranda joined in. No announcement. No build-up. Just two voices, one song, and a room that reportedly went silent. It's important to say this clearly. There's no official footage confirming every detail. What exists are short clips, reactions, and secondhand accounts. But what fans responded to wasn't perfection. It was ease. People online described the moment as warm, natural, and unexpectedly emotional. Not because it meant something specific, but because it reminded them of something they hadn't realized they missed. And once those clips started circulating, the night took on a new identity. Because suddenly, this wasn't just a party. It was a moment frozen in time. And yet, the atmosphere surrounding it mattered just as much. The setting reportedly blended both of their personalities. Rustic elements mixed with polished elegance. Twinkling lights draped across wooden beams. Oversized wreaths paired with soft gold accents. Country charm without losing that unmistakable celebrity glow. Food played a major role. Traditional holiday dishes sat beside elevated favorites. Comfort food, done right. Signature cocktails added seasonal flair, from warm spiced drinks to festive cranberry blends. Everything felt intentional without being overproduced. Guests described the space as cozy but buzzing. Music floated through the room. Conversations overlapped. Laughter echoed in pockets. It was the kind of environment where guards drop and real moments happen. And in that environment, people couldn't help but notice how Blake and Miranda moved through the room, which leads to what fans are still debating. No dramatic gestures, no grand statements. But fans watching closely pointed out something else: comfort. According to posts and comments, Blake and Miranda appeared relaxed around each other, laughing easily, sharing space without tension, interacting in ways that felt natural rather than staged. To be clear, none of this proves anything. There were no declarations, no confirmations, just observation. And that's where speculation lives. Some fans called it mutual respect. Others said it looked like genuine friendship. A few wondered if it hinted at unresolved emotions. But the most common reaction was simpler. It felt human. Two people with a long history, standing in the same room, not pretending that history didn't exist. And once the internet got hold of that idea, the reaction exploded. Within hours, hashtags related to the party began trending. Fans shared clips on repeat. Comment sections filled with theories, nostalgia, and emotional reactions. Some viewers focused on the music. Others zoomed in on smiles, glances, and timing. A single video showing Blake, Miranda, and an unexpected guest performing together drew thousands of comments. There was speculation about future collaborations, rumors about surprise projects, even whispers about whether this night marked a new chapter. But all of it remained what it was: fan-driven conversation, fueled by curiosity rather than confirmation. What stood out most wasn't the speculation itself. It was how deeply people cared. Years later, the connection still mattered. But beyond the buzz, the night left a quieter impact. For younger artists in attendance, the night reportedly felt inspiring. Seeing two industry giants navigate fame, history, and public scrutiny with grace made an impression. Veterans reflected on the importance of unity in a business that often thrives on division, on how music outlives moments of conflict, on how shared history doesn't have to mean unresolved drama. This wasn't about rewriting the past. It was about showing that growth doesn't erase where you've been. And that perspective gave the night weight beyond gossip. Which is why fans are now asking what comes next. There's been growing buzz online suggesting this Christmas party could become an annual tradition. Nothing confirmed, just hopeful speculation. Fans are already guessing who might attend next year, what surprise performances could happen, whether the night might evolve into something bigger. But maybe the real reason it resonated isn't about future possibilities. Maybe it's about what it already showed. That moments don't have to be loud to be powerful. And that sometimes simply sharing a room can say more than words ever could. Blake, Shelton, and Miranda Lambert's Christmas party wasn't just another celebrity gathering. It became a moment people felt, from unexpected performances to quiet interactions. From festive warmth to viral clips, the night reminded fans why these two artists still matter together and individually. Not because of who they were, but because of who they are now. The internet may continue to speculate. Fans may continue to analyze. But one thing is clear. This wasn't about drama. It was about connection. And in a season built on reflection, that made all the difference.